What's up, Scorpio? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, guys. So let's see what is going on for February in love. Okay. So before, guys, I used to do 2 spreads for this. I would do one for singles and one for couples, but every single time it would be like I'm doing the same spread twice because the energies would be the same. The storylines would basically be the same. So I'm going to do one spread, and then at the end I'll do some advice for single Scorpions, and then some advice for my couple Scorpions. Alright, so what is going on for the sign of Scorpio? February 2018 when it comes to love. Alright, guys, let's see. Okay. Alright, guys. So the energy that we have here is the Star card in the reverse. So there could be a situation where you were really hopeful for somebody, but it just doesn't work out the way that you thought it would. With the Page of Swords, maybe it was a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini that you were dealing with, but I feel that there was something that you guys may have had to drop in order to stabilize yourself, or maybe to go towards somebody else, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But definitely something that falls out due to a huge change here. Okay, but an offer that gets accepted after. So let's see what's going on, because I feel like things are just getting thrown from all over the place. So let's delve into this, guys. First card that we have for the past is the Two of Wands. So there's something that you're very passionate about. There's something that feels just really good for you, you know, a path that you want to take that just feels right. And for some of you, it could have been with a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, but something that you were very happy with. You know, you could have been with a person that was very passionate, someone who was very powerful, someone who was very outspoken, okay, a leader. And there's a new start here. Now, with the Ace of Swords, it's not just going to be, you know, a random new start. This is going to be a time in your life where, yes, there's something new coming in, but there's a lot of bullshit that you have to cut out at the same time, you know, before getting to this phase. And the next card that you guys have is the Page of Cups. All right, so someone that you guys are talking to in a very loving and warm way. It could definitely be the beginning stages. And you have the Moon card in the reverse. So with the Moon card, it's like you're finding out. There could have been secrets that were hidden, okay? Whether it was on your part or on someone else's part. But with this card, you have clarity. Everything is out on the table. You see which direction you should go in. Or this could also be a sense of you really feeling like this should be someone that you're with. And the Fountain card in the reverse. So someone, you know, with these 3 cards here, especially with the Nine of Wands at the bottom and the 8 of Coins in the reverse, there's a situation where you may have been talking to someone, and guys, anything I say, the energy could always be vice versa, okay? So it could be you doing it to them or them doing it to you. But you're talking to someone here, but you could come to the realization that you don't have all the facts. Okay, so maybe you find out something and it's like, oh crap, I didn't expect to hear that. I didn't know that that was still happening in your life. And with the Fountain card in the reverse, you know, this is something that has to do with denial. You're in denial about something. You know, maybe you're trying to turn your eye to away from something that you felt. Okay, felt on a deep level, but you wanted to push through anyways. So whether it was your energy or someone else's energy, especially if it's a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, there's just reckless decisions made here. Now with the Knight of Swords in the reverse, this is someone that, you know, on a everyday basis or naturally, you know, when they're just being themselves, this is someone who's very smart, someone who's very strategic, someone who can really strategize and think about things in a very intellectual way. But when they put themselves in the reverse, it's like they have this tunnel vision of something that they want, and they're recklessly going after it, not being worried who they're trampling on and, you know, what detriments they're putting into their life on the way there. So let's see why this Knight of Swords is in the reverse. We have the Knight of Wands here, or the King of Wands, I'm sorry. So with the King of Wands, again, could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius that was acting very reckless. Or maybe they did something that had you all out of your element. And we have the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So, honestly, I see it as you guys talking to someone new. You know, maybe leaving a past situation, because here, you know, again, you were cutting out something that just wasn't working for you in your life. So this person may have helped you, you know, get over a past betrayal, or really just put something in the past. But maybe you just went into this too blindly. Maybe you got very excited by that initial, you know, spark, that initial flame that you saw in this person, and you just ran with it. Like, literally just ran with it. Okay? Now, in your present moment, we have the Two of Cups in the reverse. So this doesn't necessarily mean a fallout, but this could be you guys heavily arguing with somebody, not seeing eye to eye with a person. And we have the Judgment card in the reverse. So you could be looking at something that you just let go of and telling yourself, look, this was just bad. This is something that wasn't going to work for me. And you're heartbroken over it. Okay, so there's something that you're letting go of that you know you can't move forward with it anymore. And maybe it's this fire sign here that keeps popping up. But you guys have a lot of things from your past popping up, because we have the Eight of Cups in the reverse, whether you guys reach out to someone from your past or that person from the past reaches out to you. So let's see what's up, and you know, what this person or what you're looking for here. Justice. Okay, maybe a reconciliation. You know, let's get this, you know, let's get things right this time. Let's make it work this time. And this could have been because of who you stopped talking to, or because of what you let go of. So for some of you, maybe it was you reaching out to them. Maybe there was a time of, you know, vulnerability. And it's like you want to expand here, but there's still something that you're very conflicted about. Okay, but there's something here that someone is trying to manifest, whether it be you or them. But you guys are kind of just in limbo here. We have the Hanged Man because, you know, I feel like your heart is in different places right now with the King of Cups in the reverse here. So for some of you, you could straight up just have two people in your life, even more, you know, whatever your game is. For other people, it could just be your heart being in two different places. But again, Six of Cups. All right, so we have the Eight of Cups in the reverse, and we have the Six of Cups. So it's both talking about the past. So the past is really present in your present life. All right, Page of Coins. I feel that you guys are trying to revisit something from the past, and you're really trying to take a slow approach towards it to see if it'll be different this time around. And with the Page of Coins, you're really, you know, you're not going to jump in head first. You're really taking your time, and it's something that you put a lot of thought into. So it wasn't just, you know, a rash decision. I feel like you guys may have dropped something or someone. You're talking to someone from the past, but you're slowly getting into it because I feel like your emotions just might be all over the place with the situation, or at least maybe they are. But there is something toxic here. Okay? You're stabilizing yourself, and you're focusing on stabilizing yourself, but there's still something that's tugging at you with the Devil card. And you want to make sure that you're not in a place that you're feeding into the ego as opposed to things that your soul needs. Okay? With the Devil card, rather, you know, this could be you fulfilling things that is going to be like instant gratification, rather. So this could be you guys, let's just say you jump into someone's arms that you know they may not be the best person for you, but you're just going for it, and it's like, you know, whatever, fuck it, let's just do it. So you could be going towards a path where you're focusing on things that may help the ego to feel better, but you have to ask yourself at the end of the night, you know, when you're alone and when you're staring at yourself in the mirror, is this something that truly fulfills you? Is this something that helps heal something that may be, you know, a little bit broken inside? Okay, because maybe you're not over the situation, but you have to make sure that you deal with it in a conducive way. Okay, not in a way that is going to be painful or cause more pain than what you may already be in. Now, moving forward, guys, the first card that we have is the Knight of Cups. So this is you guys in the upright. This is you guys feeling good. This is you guys, you know, getting back to your element, getting back on your game. And it's because of something that you stopped working on. And it could have been that toxic situation that you let go of. You stopped putting effort towards it. Ace of Wands in the reverse. You let it go. Whatever gave you that instant, you know, spark whatever, you kind of just ran with, maybe that's what you're letting go, because there's a lot of unconventionality here. Okay? But whatever it is that you're moving away from, you're starting to get over it now, because there's something in your life that feels really good. And it's causing a huge change. Now with the Tower card, this is just going to be a huge inevitable change. It doesn't say whether it's going to be a good change or a bad change, but when you have the Ten of Pentacles right before it, I feel that there's a situation that allows you to be able to release something more easily because it comes into your life. All right, and we have the King of Pentacles. So for some of you, that could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that really holds it down and helps you out. Or you guys just get into a place where you feel very stable, you feel very good, you feel like you may have found someone that you could actually last a long time with, or that you could grow with in a big sense. All right, we have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So this is a card about unhappiness and dissatisfaction. So let's see why that's here. Okay, so you guys are way more stable because of letting go of something that didn't make you happy. Okay, and you guys know that this is something that wasn't going to work, and I feel like you've already released it, but there's still that emotional tug that it has on you. Okay, you're just having a hard time letting it go, but I feel like what you're going towards is so much more stable. Even if it's you being by yourself, it's a lot more stable. All right, we have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. So yeah, you're having a hard time walking away, but you're releasing a heavy burden that you had on your shoulders. All right, you're releasing the devil. You're releasing anything that was toxic. You're finding strength again. Okay, so this month, guys, is going to be all about the release. And for a lot of you, there could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or just someone who wants to be there, and somebody that wants to be very stable for you, and that they're going to be okay with you taking your time going into the situation. Okay, but again, there's a fallout that you have to have here. And with the Queen of Coins in the reverse, I think that the biggest thing that might upset, a lot of you is the fact that you may have put a lot of effort, time, a lot of investment into a situation that just didn't work out. Okay, but you have to get to a certain point where it's like, you know what, I did what I did, and no matter what, I can't get that time back. So there's no sense in wasting time moving forward. You have to realize what didn't work. How can I change myself so that I can be happier in the future and I can attract better in the future? And, take that path. Don't dwell on the past. We can't change it. Focus on the present, not even the future. Focus on making each moment that you live the best it could be. And that's what happiness is, living in the moment. All right, so let's look at Scorpio singles. Let's see what the advice is for you guys this month. Give me 3 cards of advice for Scorpio singles. All right, guys, there's going to be someone, straight up that you have to cut out, something that's not going to work for you. And once you're able to let go of things that you were constantly putting effort in, or maybe it was someone constantly putting effort into you, it could go both ways. But there's something that you may have kept trying and trying and trying, but it didn't work out the way that you wanted. You felt or you had no control of the situation. It was just very chaotic, and it's something that would have caused, a big old accident here with the Chariot in the reverse, okay? So something that could have been very detrimental for you, but because you let that go, you're in the stage of the Emperor. And now the Emperor is someone who's very powerful, very wise, very well spoken. They've been through a lot of experiences where they can make better decisions. And it's also someone who can be very stubborn with how they go about things because they know so much. And if you're letting go of something that didn't work for you, you have every right to be stubborn and stand your ground and, move forward with the fact that you're going to make decisions that are going to be good for you, not something that's going to, hold you down and make you feel bad. Okay. Awesome. So let's see what's going on with Scorpio couples. Let me get 3 cards of advice for Scorpio couples. Okay. For some of you, there could be someone from the past that tries to interfere with your relationship, whether it be on your end or on your partner's end. Now, if it's happening on your end, this is just a warning saying, if you want to entertain this other person, be sure that that's somebody that you would be happy with, because I see things ending if you guys entertain a third party. And the same thing goes for, the person that you're dealing with. If they decide to go backwards and if they decide to, entertain someone from their past, then you guys are going to walk away. But there's going to be a sense of promiscuity that is possible to happen, and you guys becoming single. Okay? But with the cards here, I don't feel that for most of you it's happened yet. Okay? Because it's showing that there may be someone that maybe you guys had a fallout in the past. Maybe there's a harsh ending. Maybe there was a betrayal, but you're over it. Okay? And you may decide to reach out to them, or maybe they decide to reach out to you. There's going to be talking. You're feeling good. Oh, how you been? It's been a long time since we spoke. Wow, I feel really, really good with this. I feel stable with you. Why didn't I see this before? Why didn't you see this before? Let's go ahead and, restart this passion. But guess what that passion is going to bring? It's going to bring problems, and it's going to bring the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So it's going to bring a lot of bad luck into the relationship. So you definitely want to be careful. If whether it's you or the other person, if you're going to step out, you have to decide that that's going to be the person that you want to be with, and that's going to be something that's going to be good for you. And ask yourself, is this worth losing, everything that I have right now? And the same thing for cross watchers who may be the ones doing that. Is that other person from the past coming in, is that worth losing everything? So a lot that's on the table. I don't feel like it's happened yet for a lot of you, but it's definitely there. So you really have to think, okay? Because with every action, there's going to be some consequences. All right? So I hope you guys make the best decision. I hope you guys have an amazing February, and I will be back with some more readings in a few days. I love you, Scorpio. Take care, guys.